course.
Yeah, I can't find this. Time now for the WoezorTV report. Let's take a look at the headlines. Now let's begin. President John Dramani Mahama has continued his engagement with the Ghanaian diaspora in the United Kingdom, visiting Ghanaian-owned businesses in London as part of his official trip. Accompanied by government officials, the president toured Uncle John's Bakery and Wache Joint in Tottenham, where he interacted with the owners and staff and also patronized their product. He praised the entrepreneurs for their resilience and contribution to promoting Ghanaian culture and enterprise abroad, while encouraging them to expand their success. Godfrey Damwafo reports.
Dramani Mahama continues to demonstrate his commitment to supporting Ghanaian businesses both at home and abroad, ensuring that Ghanaians thrive wherever they may be. Now, as part of his official visit to the United Kingdom, President Mahama on Tuesday, June 2, visited Ghanaian-owned businesses in London to interact with entrepreneurs, encourage their efforts, and patronize their products. Accompanied by government officials, the president visited Uncle John's Bakery and Wache Joint, both located in Tottenham. The visits were warmly received by the business owners and staff, who described the gesture as both inspiring and significant. Uncle John's Bakery employs about 15 people and has established a strong presence in the UK market with 8 products distributed across the country. Wache Joint, named after the popular Ghanaian dish, serves as a variety of authentic Ghanaian cuisine and has become a favorite destination for members of the Ghanaian community and other patrons in London. President Mahama commended the entrepreneurs for their hard work and resilience and encouraged them to continue striving for greater successes while promoting Ghanaian products and culture abroad. The visit followed the president's earlier meeting with the UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer, where discussions focused on strengthening trade relations and enhancing bilateral cooperation between Ghana and the United Kingdom. Throughout his stay in London, President Mahama has focused on promoting Ghana as an attractive investment destination, engaging potential investors, and encouraging the Ghanaian diaspora to play a greater role in the country's economic development. On Wednesday, June 3, the president is expected to continue his engagement with a visit to the London Stock Exchange, where he will ring the ceremonial bell to mark the start of the trading day. He will also participate in the African debate later in the day. So far, the president's visit has yielded promising outcomes, including partnerships and investment commitments in key sectors such as infrastructure, artificial intelligence, agriculture, and other areas critical to Ghana's economic transformation. For WoezorTV, Godfrey Damwafo.
Now, Parliament of Ghana has been directed to reconsider the recent passed Human Sexual Rights and Family Values Bill, popularly known as Anti-LGBTQ Bill, following concerns over the level of bipartisan consensus behind some of the amendments adopted before its passage. Speaker of Parliament Alban Gbagwin says the House must revisit aspects of the legislation to ensure it reflects unity, integrity and broader parliamentary agreement. The directive comes just days after Parliament approved a bill which prescribes strict prison terms for LGBTQ plus individuals, advocates, allies, while exempting lawyers, journalists and some healthcare professionals from sanctions under the proposed law.
The bill has from its inception been presented to the nation as a bipartisan legislative initiative. Such bipartisan cooperation represents Parliament at its finest. It demonstrates to the people of Ghana that notwithstanding political differences, members of Parliament are capable of uniting around matters which they consider to be of national importance. It is therefore my considered view that a legislation of this magnitude ought, as far as practicable, to command not merely the numerical support of a majority of members, but also the broad confidence of the House regarding both its substance, and the process by which it was adopted. What is right must be done rightly. Honorable members, I call on Parliament to rely on the provisions of motions and the conventions of this House to go back to this historic and important bill and reconsider it in the way that is truly bipartisan to conform with the convictions and confidence of our people, the initiators of the bill.
Away from Parliament, at least 15 people have been killed and 25 others injured in a fatal road crash at Peki-Chame in the Volta region. The collision, which occurred in the early hours of Tuesday near Peki Senior High School, involved a passenger bus traveling from Bato to Kabiti in the Oti region and a container truck heading from Nkwanta to Accra. According to the Ghana National Fire Service, 40 people were involved in the accident, including men, women and children. Firefighters from the Peki Fire Station mounted a rescue operation and successfully extricated 25 injured victims who were transported to the Peki Government Hospital for treatment. The bodies of the deceased have been deposited at the hospital morgue, while police have begun investigation to determine the cause of the crash. The latest tragedy has renewed concerns over road safety, with the Ghana National Fire Service urging motorists to obey traffic regulations, avoid reckless driving, and exercise caution on the nation's roads. And again, Ghana and South Korea are set to deepen economic cooperation with plans to establish a Hyundai automotive manufacturing plant in Ghana and open a new university this year. The announcement was made by Foreign Affairs Minister Samuel Okudzeto-Ablakwa after co-chairing the 2026 Korea-Africa Foreign Ministers meeting in South Korea alongside his South Korean counterpart. According to Mr. Ablakwa, the two countries are also advancing projects in agriculture, energy, maritime development, education, and healthcare. New areas of collaboration will include artificial intelligence, critical minerals, and energy partnerships. The minister further disclosed that negotiations on a visa waiver agreement covering all categories of passports are processing steadily, while arrangements for diplomatic and service passport holders already secured. Mr. Ablakwa also strengthened partnerships reflect a shared commitment to industrialization, job creation, and economic transformation as Ghana and South Korea prepare to mark 50 years of diplomatic relations this year. Now, Ghana's transport sector is set to further expand and modernize the strategic review of the Ministry of Transport. The review brought together key stakeholders in whole to assess performance, address challenges, and chart the way forward. The minister also revealed plans to expand the country's railway network, with Ghana expected to launch its first container train service in July next year. There's more in this report.
Sectors from the road, aviation, maritime, inland waterways, and railway subsectors gathered in Ho for the Ministry of Transport's 2026 Strategic Review Retreat. The meeting assessed the sector's performance over the past 18 months, identified challenges, and outlined strategies to improve service delivery. Speaking at the retreat, Transport Minister Joseph Bukari said the progress being made in the sector continues to support Ghana's economic growth. He noted that the review was an opportunity to account for the ministry's achievements and present plans to further enhance transportation services nationwide.
Last year we were here and tasked every agency to list 2 major projects and other additional projects that they were going to undertake for the year 2025 and the first half of this year 2026. Having worked for that year, we are all here in Volta region for them to account to the ministry, through the ministry to His Excellency the President, on what they have been able to achieve.
Meanwhile, Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana Railway Development Authority, Frederick Apo, announced plans to expand the country's rail network and revealed that Ghana's first container train service is expected to begin operations in July 2026.
This year, we are looking at possibility of extension of the Western Railway line. I'm also happy to announce that the Western Railway line, which was suspended in 2024, September 2024, through the effort of His Excellency the President, the Minister, we managed to get a contractor on site, and by the end of July this year to the first week of August, we are getting additional 8 kilometers to the line. A kilometer of railway line is $5 million, so this is about $40 million that we are getting.
The Transport Sector Strategic Review Retreat forms part of the Ministry's annual performance assessment framework aimed at ensuring accountability, policy coordination, and effective implementation of transport sector projects. For WoezorTV, Richard Samuel.
Time now for some international news. The World Health Organization says the number of suspected Ebola cases in the Democratic Republic of Congo has dropped significantly after hundreds of cases were ruled out following investigations. According to the WHO, the outbreak has so far reached 321 confirmed cases, 48 deaths, and 6 recoveries. The number of suspected cases now stand at 116, down sharply from the earlier estimates that exceeded 900. The health officials say many of the previously suspected cases were found to be unrelated illnesses or fever cases that did not meet the criteria for Ebola infection. Meanwhile, neighboring Uganda has reported additional confirmed infections, bringing the total number of cases to 15, including 1 death. The outbreak caused by the Budumbigyo strain of the Ebola virus continues to pose threats for health authorities due to limited testing capacity and the absence of approved vaccine for the strain. Now this brings us to the end of the WoezorTV report. Many thanks for staying with us. I am Karen Now Yukote.
Only a father can understand. Only a husband can understand. Only a man can understand. Prostate cancer. It's about more than fear of cancer. It's about fear of losing urinary control and sexual function. That's why more men turn to Jackson South for robotic surgery than anywhere else in South Florida. Get the facts at jacksonprostatefacts.org. Miracles made daily.
Embarrassed. Too embarrassed to speak to a loved one. Too embarrassed to speak to your doctor.
Too embarrassed. When in our lifetime, 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer.
Let me repeat that. 1 in 4 black men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 1 in 12 black men will die from prostate cancer disease.
1 in 12. That could be your dad, even your older brother, uncle, or grandfather.
You need to make sure they are not embarrassed to speak to you or their doctor about it.
Hey, Dad, have you had your prostate checked out? See? How hard is that? It's easy. Just start the conversation.
Prostate cancer is survivable if caught and treated early enough.
Don't let embarrassment stop you having this important conversation.
You may save someone's life.
Not just your own.
Welcome back. Many thanks for still staying with us right here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. It's time for the sports segment. And of course, this morning we're taking a look at what happened yesterday as far as the Black Stars versus Wales game is concerned. We also talk about the new introduction as far as the technology for offside decisions are concerned ahead of the World Cup. Liverpool has something in stock for all Liverpool fans as well as the football fraternity. We shall wrap it up with something from BBC. But let's start off with what we experienced or what we witnessed yesterday in Wales, where indeed the Black Stars of Ghana had that crucial friendly encounter with the Welsh team. It ended 1-1 at the end of 90 pulsating minutes of football actions. But Ghana's preparations for the 2026 FIFA World Cup continued with a 1-1 draw against Wales in an international friendly, extending the Black Stars winless run to 5 matches. The game also marked the first match in charge for new coach Carlos Queiroz, who was hoping to begin his tenure with a victory. After a goalless first half, Ghana broke the deadlock shortly after the restart of the game in the second half through Caleb Urinchi, giving the Black Stars a deserved lead in the second half. A victory would have provided the Black Stars with a major confidence boost for the World Cup or ahead of the World Cup, and as well as for the head coach Carlos Queiroz. With just days remaining before the tournament begins, Ghana will continue to fine-tune preparations ahead of their opening World Cup match against Panama on June 17. And from all indications, it is possible the Black Stars of Ghana will play another friendly before the World Cup itself. So on your screen, you have the highlight of yesterday's game against Wales.
Moments going forwards for the visitors. All the way back from Dylan Lawler for Carl Darlow. Interception from Thomas Asante, and now picking up the run in is Nuama, still going, great run, good save, and the rebound off the post, and then the follow-up is in, and Ghana go in front.
What a scintillating performance by the Black Stars in that pulsating 90 minutes of action. But of course, we can only go ahead and wish the Black Stars of Ghana the very best of luck as they prepare to open the World Cup against Panama later this month. But with few days more to the World Cup, trust yours truly, WoezorTV. We'll keep you updated on any of the latest happenings. But let's move on from the World Cup now. Let's talk about FIFA and their preparations for the Mundial itself. With reports that are coming in, FIFA will introduce advanced semi-automated offside technology at the 2026 FIFA World Cup to speed up VAR decisions and reduce delays. The system will send a real-time audio alert to assistant referees when a player is more than 10 centimeters offside, allowing quicker flag decisions. FIFA believes the technology will reduce frustration for players and fans while also limiting unnecessary play and potential injuries. However, officials will still make the final decision, especially in close or subjective offside situations. So it all comes back to the referee or the center man to use his discretion in passing out decisions. Well, it's going to be an interesting scene to behold as far as the World Cup is concerned. Let's see how it pans out in the coming days. But let's move on to the camp of Liverpool. As report tracking shows that Liverpool have reached a verbal agreement with Andoni Iraola to take over as a head coach following the sacking of Arne Slot. Iraola left Bournemouth at the end of the season and is the clear favourite for the role at Anfield. Iraola is set to sign a 2-year deal. The 43-year-old Spaniard is keen to bring Tommy Elphick and Sean Cooper, his assistants at Bournemouth, to Anfield as part of his coaching staff. And as they are preparing for the fresh season, that is the latest update coming from the camp of the Reds or Liverpool ahead of the EPL season. But BBC Sports also understands that Bournemouth are yet to have any formal contact from either Elphick or Cooper regarding their futures. Liverpool are keen to make an appointment at the earliest possible opportunity and want a manager who fits their preferred playing style, which is to deliver front foot, aggressive football. Let's see how that also pans out in the coming days. So indeed Arne Slot is fired, or has left the role at Liverpool. And that is it with sports this morning on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. My name is Randy Ahaji. Stay tuned for more after the break.
Okay, next one. Sit down. Look to camera.
This is what it looks like to be exceptional, to stand out from the crowd, to make history. But what if women didn't have to be exceptional? What if they didn't have to be the first, the best, or the only woman? What if being a female engineer wasn't remarkable? What if women and men could compete as equals? I don't want to make history. I don't want to be the only woman. I want to be one of many.
Your flight is ready to leave.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight.
Good morning. Welcome to the entertainment update here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. I am Frida Santuachum. Now to today's headlines in entertainment. Molly's European tour signals a new era for Ghanaian female artists. Kwao Ansah wants Ghana's film industry focused on growth, not fear. iShowSpeed's latest video shows the growing value of digital tourism. Vybz Kartel's new album highlights the power of rebuilding relationships. Idris Elba's Anna highlights the growing importance of celebrity impact. And these are the stories that we'll be talking about this morning in the world of entertainment. Now to the details. Molly's announcement of her first ever European headline tour may be about more than a series of concerts. It could be another sign that Ghanaian female artists are expanding their footprint on the global stage. Now, the singer's Body Love Molly tour will take her across 12 European cities in October, including Madrid, Paris, Amsterdam, and London, alongside the release of her upcoming EP, featuring collaborations with artists such as Sarkodie, Tyler, Shinsia, and Wizkid. Beyond the tour dates, the developments reflect a growing trend of Ghanaian artists building international careers through strategic collaborations and global audiences. For inspiring female musicians, Molly's journey offers a reminder that local talent can increasingly compete on some of the world's biggest stages. And I can tell you for a fact that this is a bigger win for Ghanaian female artists. Why? Because it is simple. It means that they are no longer limited to local audiences and they can build a successful international career through consistency, talent, and also, bigger and more opportunities. So congratulations to Molly. These are some of the things that we love to see. Now, away from that, veteran filmmaker Kwao Ansah believes one of the biggest conversations in film industry here in Ghana is being misunderstood. Now, speaking at the launch of the Film Development Fund in Accra, Ansah urged filmmakers to stop viewing film classification as censorship, urging that proper classification helps protect audiences, strengthen standards in and also improve the credibility of the industry. Now, his comment comes as Ghana prepared to invest more deliberately in film development through new funding mechanisms. Now, while debates often focus on regulation, Ansah's message highlights a bigger opportunity: building an industry where creative freedom and professional standards can coexist to attract investment, create job opportunities, and also expand Ghanaian storytelling globally.
Or two that has been used for the dehumanization of our black race is the audiovisual media. And therefore, I know very soon you're going to have calls from above and below. Stand your ground. Stand your ground, because this money being given you is no free lunch. If we do not make it, the same people who pressured you to do things that were unworthy are those who are going to condemn you to stop the government's support for our.
Now, I can tell you for a fact that that is a valid point that Kwao Ansah is making. Now, this is very simple, because when we actually do some of these classification, it's all about guiding audiences and definitely not restricting, creativity. So please take note of that, because good standards will only help the Ghanaian film industry grow and also attract investment. And that's what we've been talking about. So that is also what happened at the Film Development Fund launch. Now let's talk about a video that is trending online. And when millions of people watch iShowSpeed video, they are not just consuming entertainment, they are also experiencing the places that he chooses to showcase. The Ghanaian American content creator has featured Ghana in his new World Cup themed music video, The World Cup Champions. Now, months after his widely publicized visit to the country during his African tour, the
inclusion has generated excitement among Ghanaian fans. But the bigger story may be the growing role of digital creators in shaping global perceptions of countries. Now, as online personalities command audiences larger than many traditional media outlets, Ghana's appearance in such content highlights how culture, tourism, and national branding are increasingly being driven through digital influence. So that is iShowSpeed's current video, which is about the World Cup, and a beautiful and solid video. And this is also a great exposure for the motherland, which is Ghana, because digital creators now influence millions of people worldwide, and featuring Ghana in the content seen globally can also boost tourism, culture, and the country's international image at the little cost, or at a very, very, very little cost. So see, these are also some of the things that we love to see. And yes, Berima Kofi Ekufu is iShowSpeed, and iShowSpeed is Berima Ekufu. So I'm just excited seeing this video, and I know that a lot of people were also excited when they came across this video online. Now, one of the most talked about features on Vybz Kartel's upcoming album may not be a new collaboration. It may be an old rivalry turned partnership. Now, Kartel's new project, To God and Time, includes a song with Mavado, an artist whose long-running feud with the dancehall icon once divided fans into the famous Gaza and Gully camps. Their latest collaboration follows years of tension and comes after they have also appeared together on DJ Khaled's 2025 single, You Remind Me. Now, beyond the music, the partnership offers a powerful lesson about growth and reconciliation in an industry often divided and defined by competition. Their reunion suggests that some of the biggest opportunities emerge when former rivals choose collaboration over conflict. Now, this collaboration is one of the best things that I have seen on social media in recent time, and it sends a very, very, very positive message, because when you come together, it rather helps with more collaborations, and also it helps, your fans and people know that you are one. Who doesn't love two amazing talents coming together? Everybody loves to see things like this, and it can only create bigger and bigger opportunities. So God and Time is coming soon, and I hope that you all are ready for Vybz Kartel's first album in a very, very long time. Now let's talk about my last story, and still in international news or entertainment. Sir Idris Elba's latest honor. Now, it is not just recognition for a successful acting career, it is a recognition for service beyond the screen. The actor received a knighthood from King Charles at Windsor Castle for his work supporting young people, including through the Elba Hope Foundation, which focuses on education, youth advocacy, and community development. Now, while audiences know him for acclaimed roles in Luther and The War, the honor reflects a growing expectation that public figures use their influence to create meaningful social impact. As celebrities gain larger platforms than ever before, Elba's recognition demonstrates that legacy is increasingly becoming measured not only by achievements in entertainment, but by contributions to society.
Windsor Castle. Instantly recognizable and as famous as the royals who call it home. Dominating the skyline for almost 1,000 years, Windsor Castle has grown from a defensive fortress to a breathtaking palace, and borne witness to centuries of royal drama. It holds the record for the longest inhabited castle ever, a private retreat for a formidable 40 kings and queens. And every one of those monarchs has left their mark. Today, Windsor Castle is a huge, sprawling royal home with 1,000 rooms, 300 fireplaces, 400 clocks, its own chapel, and several ghosts. For the royals, it's a place to introduce new members to the family, celebrate love, and even say a final farewell. But what actually goes on behind these castle walls? I'm Zand van Tulleken, and in this series we'll delve into this ultimate royal residence to uncover fascinating secrets from the world of Windsor.
Now that is the Windsor Castle you are seeing. It's such a beautiful and peaceful place that one can find themselves in. And I love this for Sir Idris Elba. So when you meet him somewhere, okay, just make sure that you are adding Sir to his name. Well deserved, well deserved. Congratulations. We love this. And this shows that, you know, influence goes beyond the numbers, and he has been killing it. He's been supporting a lot of young people out there. Unfortunately, as I would like to say, this is where I draw the curtains down for today's entertainment update here on the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Today at 2 p.m, Tune Talk comes your way. We talk the tune and we live the vibe. And guess what? Today, I am hosting someone you've been seeing on your social media platforms quite often. Yes, definitely not an influencer, so don't even go close. Don't think about that. But he's also one individual that you would love to watch me have a conversation with. So do well to stick and stay on our social media platforms so that prior to the time, which is 2 p.m, you get to know who I'll be sitting down with. No more. That should give you an idea. I am Frida Santuachum. Thank you for staying with me, and also thank you for watching the WoezorTV Breakfast Cafe. Thank you to Randia Haji, Ura Adams Karim, and now Oyo Korte for coming our way this morning. Have a good day.